Hello everyone, welcome. Today is March 2nd and I'm going to take a little bit of time to go over angulation. We've had a lot of questions about angulation because it is so subjective, and I've been working on a method to view it a little better, I think, visually. So we're going to take a look at, this is the cotton chart. This is a larger overview. Now I'm going to stretch it out a little bit and take a look at, this is the particular bar that we're going to be looking at here. Let me just get my crosshairs up. Okay, so from here, we're going to be looking at this bar starting here at this particular move. What we're looking at on this new way of visually checking out angulation, in the past we were looking at from the beginning of the move, which would be here, this first bar out of the mouth, and then we'd be looking at the angle between the red line and the blue line, the teeth and the lips, or the teeth and the jaw of the alligator. Instead, what I've been noticing is that if you take a look at trying to figure out the distance between where the green line is and the low of the bar in an up move such as this. Remember that rubber band effect we talk about. So if we look at that here in just a minute. Okay, so if we're looking at here, we're looking from this point backwards, and we look as the market continues up and gradually goes up, the distance between the green line and the actual low of these bars is getting further, and I'm talking the distance between here, this empty space, and further. At this point with that bearish divergent bar, that had some angulation, definitely, as the distance got further, and you can see as the AO increases and the market increases up, by the time we get to this bar on top, and this one, the distance between here and here is the greatest that it's been. That seems to signal this rubber band effect and gives me kind of a better visualization sometimes if it's not very clear that there is angulation. I find that peak. Same thing here, the market came straight down, even though the alligator didn't flip. We see the line of degree that this market pulled back and created a bullish divergent bar. And then if we start this next move up, we can see there's not much distance here. This is the first one you'd really measure, as in the alligator is wide open now in this new direction. Market continues up, continues up, continues up, continues up. Now look at the distance between the low of that bar and the green line. That is a huge distance we see here, and the market then pulled back and went into a correction. So that distance, that rubber band effect, is what I've been looking at and noticing that it seems to be very strong. The same thing happened here. Now in this case, had you used that, you'd have been stopped out a little prematurely. Again, market didn't have great distance. We saw it's starting to pull back, but this is a peak growing up, so it can be, again, it is subjective. But what I'm finding is that the stronger the pull away, the higher the bar, especially if you've got divergence in a market and you see some of the things that go along with the reverse in trend, that this distance between the green line and the low of the bar and a bearish divergent bar, and the distance between the, let's pull up a different chart. I'd have to pull up another chart to give you an opposite. The distance between, let's see, the bottom of the low. So from this point here, no, trying to find the exact one, of course, is hard. Here we go. So in this downward trend coming down, the distance between the green line and this bullish divergent bar is getting further and further as it pulls away from the market. So that rubber band effect is stronger. Now, of course, we have the same thing over here. Market's coming straight down, pulling away from the green line, and we have two bullish divergent bars on the bottom. Market pulls up. Of course, then it does come back down. But this is just something extra that you can take a look at. I also have one more chart. We can see here some examples as well. Of course, this is a give me, but when you get bars that really pull away, the rubber band effect, those are the ones that we're paying attention to. Over here in this move, market bars went straight up, so we have the most distance here again between the price bars, and this is actually the blue line because the alligator's turning, but you're still getting the idea. We're looking for that rubber band effect. Hopefully, some of you are long gold and silver, and you've been enjoying this move that we've had. We don't have any strong divergent bars here. Market is continuing up. So this is all I have for today. I hope this little bit of angulation is going to help you. Again, we're looking for the distance between, for a bearish divergent bar, the lows of the bars and the green line, and for a bullish divergent bar, we're looking at the distance between the green line and the highs of the bars in a trending market. That rubber band effect that's giving that bounce effect, and of course the next thing, we want to make sure that the risk is something that we can handle in our account. Okay, everyone, have a great day. I hope this is helpful to you, and may all that you wish for be the least that you receive.